So, hi, my name is Pam. I am the co-owner of PK School of Dance. We're at 109 Dewalt Avenue in Brentwood behind John Nagel, conveniently located in the shopping area. You can drop your kids off, go grocery shopping, go to the dollar store, or go over the theme and have a beer because your kids drove you crazy all day and now this is sort of like babysitting. We came into this when the previous owner decided to retire and just wanted to teach and not really do like the business side of it. And just got a call, was like, hey Pam, you should just do it. Like, why don't you just take this over? I'm like, sure, why not? I'll just go open a business one day. Didn't really actually know Karen from much other than she was a parent as well. I was like, hey, you want to open a dance studio? And she's like, sure, I've always wanted to do that. I'm like, okay, sounds logical. And just kind of winged it the first year and kept a lot of our staff and students. And 13 years later, we're still going. So the youngest is usually about 3 up to 18 age range. I would say nobody's favorite class is ballet. Everybody's favorite class is either hip hop, maybe jazz, or musical theater, depending on the age you ask.
Classes at PK begin in the fall and end in the spring, with a dance show for students to showcase what they have learned to their friends and family.
It's nice to finally see after, like 9 months of the kids collaboratively learning things and dancing and putting on their costumes. That's usually all their favorite parts, is to wear the costumes on stage. But it's nice to see where they started and like 9 months later, where they actually end and how much they've grown and what they've learned. It's a lot of work at the end of the day though. The best part is the kids they're happy, they had fun. And
after the fall-spring term, PK offers summer classes for students so they can dance year-round.
It's not as intense as like the regular season. It's sort of the time to either, if you're a current student, to make sure you stay on top of your teachings, that you don't kind of lose your flexibility or technique over time, or for new kids to come in and try classes and see what they want to do and where they're a good fit for.
Along with regular classes, PK also offers competition dance to students who are interested.
Competition season feels like it never ends. So, sometimes we start as early as February. This year we're starting more in March, April, and May. We usually do maybe 5 or 6 competitions in total. It varies depending on the size. We try not to do travel ones because it's an extra expense for parents. But we usually try to do ones that are fun or that are smaller and catered more towards a recreational studio like we are versus a super large competitive, like I get homeschooled and dance 50 hours a week kind of person. So it's usually more for fun. I think because we're more of a rec studio and we're smaller, we tend to have a different rapport with a lot of the families and parents and students. Like I could tell you every student's name in the whole studio, like by name and their parents' name, versus if you have a studio of 200, I'm lucky if I know 10 maybe, like. Best memories is probably when my daughter Kaylee danced, just because that was sort of the whole reason Karen and I started it too, is because our kids danced, and when they were younger, like having fun at competitions, and some of the other parents and students, I mean, we'd have parents that, we'd have competition all weekend, so we tailgated in the parking lot, or, one time we traveled and we had to get a hotel and all the kids spent the whole night playing in the pool and just bonding and having fun, so. Who's your favorite teacher?
Who's my favorite teacher? Okay,
If it's not Miss Becky or myself, then you can go upstairs now.
it's not.